Hi Libra, thank you for joining me. I've got a special reading for you for the period of the last week of September, the very first week of Libra season. I hope it's going well for you guys. The weather's been a bit indecisive this week. This week has been rainy 1 minute and then sunny the next. Cloudy 1 minute and absolutely clear, crystal clear the next. I think I have your cards. That was relatively easy enough. We have the full moon in Aries tonight. It's a big night. Let's talk about the cards and then we will get into the reading. What do I have for you guys? I have the Hanged Man. I have the Nine of Cups. I have the Knight of Swords. And I have the Empress. Beautiful. I have the Page of Wands. Very good. And I have the Three of Wands, Libra. So, seeing as today is the Aries full moon, the moon does spend the majority of the day in Pisces, so it is going to be quite a dreamy energy. I think it is asking you, this is very much a Piscean card, so very much that Neptune, dreamy, airy kind of energy that the majority of the day will feel like it will have. And I want you to think about where this full moon can actually help you illuminate yourself, where it is that you have felt stuck in a certain situation, where it is that you have felt as if you've not quite ready to progress or move forward with a situation. And sometimes the Hangman is really pretty much there because that's where he wants to be. He's quite comfortable to just spend a minute to sit, ponder, and, well, just hang. So maybe this Aries full moon is asking you to just hang, okay? There are a few things that you know that are on the forefront of your mind that need a little bit of illumination. And I think with the Aries full moon being quite a charged energy, this is a I'm not stopping for no one kind of energy. It asks us to really bring things out of ourselves, things that we may have been holding, and using to kind of hold us back when necessary. I think this full moon is going to ask you guys to just take a little bit of time. Just try and see where it is that you can hang around. Just hang tight for a minute. Try and illuminate a few things. Come to conclusions based on energies that transpire this week. The big thing this week, we've got Pluto going direct in Capricorn, and it's really going to be a time for you to show what you've learned. Like, Pluto is all about self-discovery. It's self-worth. It's how we conversate with ourselves. It's what is important to us and the ways that we have the ways that we have learned to communicate with ourselves. And I think with Aries being in this full moon being Aries full moon, it is going to ask a lot of you guys to really just take some time out and try and illuminate for yourself issues that you know that you can very easily move on from now. And it sounds really like simple to say that, but there are things that we allow ourselves to get caught up in. And I think even though that this is very much a plunge forward and charge and go ahead energy, I think this full moon is really going to help you unstuck yourself. Okay? Things that may have seemed really quite difficult to achieve previously, I think are going to become quite easier for you to do so, because it is one of those moons that is like, okay, you've had the ample time to think. You've had the ample time to illuminate these things now. Let's bring it all to the surface so we can just deal with it. And then it's just charging forward. Charging forward. There is something, a communication, a conversation that needs to be had. Something that you are going to want to just move forward with. This can be a project, this can be a job opportunity. Either way, it does present itself this week, and it is going to be really quite lucrative if you are aggressive in pursuing it. And I think Don't be aggressive so much so to the point where you are blindsided by this, which, you know, Aries energy does tend to get a little bit, you know, caught up by what's in front of it. So don't keep banging your head against the wall. Like, you've got to be quite dynamic as well. And with fire, it is very much the sign of creation. So not only are you given a very good opportunity this week that can be very, very lucrative for you, that can help you communicate in ways that you wanted to communicate that you haven't previously been able to before, but it is something that provides your life with a bit of tenacity and something that is quite fiery. And it gives you an opportunity, I think, to really ignite those ambitions and those dreams, the things that you have really wanted to move forward with. Now is the time to get creative. Now really is the time to fan your own fire. Okay. 3 of Wands. There is some future planning that this week needs to involve, and I don't really want to get involved in all of the other transits that are taking place this week, because the full moon energy is really one that is going to really be playing out for the most part this week. Very scratchy throat today, I'm sorry. But yeah, look to the distance, look to the future, see what it is that you can find, see what it is that you need to develop, what it is that you can do in order to make future plans a little bit more solid for you. There is the other side of this is a little bit of hindsight and retrospect as well. So see where it is that you can do a bit of internal reflection. And I think that this full moon is going to really help illuminate a lot of things for you guys. But a little bit of self-illumination is going to be a must this week. And I think with that, hand in hand, future planning, seeing where it is that you want to move forward to with your season. You do have the new moon in your sign in 2 weeks' time, I want to say. So on the 9th. This is a time for transformation. It really is. It is a time for forward movement. It is a time to be quite smart in the things that are, you know, going to be in your life. And I think you've got to really make sure that you are covering all of your bases, covering all of your ground, making sure that you have thought and looked over everything before you make any decisions. I don't know if now, actually, yeah, now is the time to just push forward with it. It really is. Any new ideas, any new creative projects, go ahead with it. It seems as if this week is going to bring a lot of emotional fulfillment. And so let's talk about the Empress. The Empress is the perfect counterpart to the Aries Emperor. This is a full moon in Aries, so we are very much that headstrong, authoritarian energy. It doesn't need to be masculine, doesn't need to be feminine. The fact that the Empress has come out, and she is the sort of counterpart. She is the counterpart of Aries, being the complete opposite of Aries. You know, the other side of the zodiac cycle. Maybe this is an opportunity for you guys to really see where life has been quite fruitful and really be able to now create, you know, reap the abundance that this harvest moon has to offer you. And in order to be able to do that, you've really got to be in a certain mind frame, the mind frame of receiving abundance. So maybe try your best to be a bit easier on yourself. You know that there's lots to do and lots of things that you can charge forward with. My gardener is cutting the tree behind me. So distracting. Sorry guys. See where it is that you can reap the harvest abundance. Try and be as generous of loving spirit, as kind and caring, and as emotive as you can be this week. Know that there is definitely, with this there is a harvest that needs your reaping. And the more that you can be humbled and gracious, and the more that you can be in a relaxed mind frame of fertility, that is, well, a relaxed mind frame of fertility. A relaxed mind frame helps you create. So it is a fertile energy that we've got at the moment that's really good, that I think is going to actually help you with this job, this project, whatever it is that it's asking you to move forward with, that is going to give you a really big opportunity for some self-esteem and self-contentment. Like, you're going to be feeling great. Just try not to get complacent with things this week. Just see where it is that you can keep running with the process. See what it is that you can do to make sure that your spontaneity is used to, like, elevate you and fill you up, not, like, distract you from future planning and things that are actually going to be quite good for you. The 30th does bring, like, an opportunity for, like, inner transformation. So anywhere that it is this week that you can just take some time out, and I really think that this full moon is a good time to do it, fill yourself up. And I think this week is going to be an incredibly emotionally rewarding week for you. There obviously seems to be a win. Do remember to take some time to plan, do some future planning. Emotional contentment this week, Libra. How good does that sound? In terms of tonight's full moon, I would say channel the energy of the Emperor and the Empress. See where it is that you can really call into your life if you have been feeling, and if I know Libra, you guys haven't quite been feeling like that. The beginning of every new season, especially your own, can feel a little bit daunting because it is a reminder of all the things that you need to get done. It is a time of harvest though, so maybe take this evening to celebrate, do some things that can help you relax, and go out for a walk and just bask in the beautiful abundance that the moon is going to bring us. Expect some sort of rewards, and definitely expect to leave this week feeling very content and very happy. Thank you for watching, Libra. Have a beautiful week, and I will catch you again next week. Take care.